Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to our grand adventure of traveling to 48 states in 48 days. Today is day 15 and we are waking up in our 19th state, which is Montana.
Drink it?
You want to drink some of the coffee?
Yeah.
Our final destination today is Utah, which is quite a long ways away. And we're gonna do everything that we can to get to Salt Lake City. Because there are people there that we have been dying to have a reunion with. People that we haven't seen for years. Dude, look at that mountain right there.
Oh my God. Today, we are going to be driving the most amount of hours than we ever have on this entire trip. But not only that, we're gonna be doing that with a 2-year-old. So we need to be a little bit prepared for this. I'm pretty sure this is the nicest Walmart I've been in. I'm feeling like Target vibes right now. And I figured it was only time for Sadie to get her own camera. Doing great, how about you? Good. Okay, this should do it.
Hello!
Hello! Sadie's first camera. Do you love it?
Yeah. I put batteries?
I put the batteries in, yep. I have a feeling, honey, that this drive today is gonna be one of the most beautiful drives thus far.
I mean, Montana, I think, is my favorite state in all the United States.
Yeah.
And in Wyoming, it's basically the same.
Yeah.
So we're in for a freaking awesome day.
And something else about Wyoming is Yellowstone is there, and we actually have to drive right through it to get to Utah. You got it?
Yeah.
This is absolutely mind-blowing right now. I absolutely love how many trains we've been seeing along this ride already. We've already seen 3 trains so far, and it's not even been an hour. We made it, baby. Oh my God, we made it. I'm so excited about this.
So we didn't need to drive through Yellowstone. We could have gone a couple different routes to get to Utah, but we just kind of wanted to. It's just so beautiful here. I mean, everywhere that you look right now, you could just stick a camera in any direction. I mean, Sadie could be like a National Geographic photographer here. Lost for words right now, you guys. This is incredible. This place is so big.
See that steam coming out of there? That's a little geyser.
I think it's geysers.
No, you're definitely right. It's definitely not a geyser.
Well, it's official, you guys. We have entered our 20th state. Welcome to Wyoming.
So we're making a quick little pit stop here in Mammoth, Wyoming. We just crossed over the border, and this is really the only town I think we're gonna pass through Yellowstone. So we figured this would be the spot for the Wyoming coffee bag to be hidden.
Holy crap, look at this. What? These are just in a side yard. I don't even know what these are. I don't know if these are elk or... I've never seen an elk before. There's your answer. It's an elk. You guys, I don't think it feels right to hide the bag of coffee here in Yellowstone. Just such an iconic place, and I feel like the whole part of a national park is just to make it so people, it's just to like take a piece of land and make sure that people can't mess with it. And I don't want to mess with it. Something just like a switch flipped in my head when I just saw all those elk just sitting on someone's front lawn. The last thing I want to do is have an animal just like go into this and bite it or take it and eat it. Or I also don't want to have to make it so someone has to pay $35 to come in here to get the bag of coffee. The bad news is we're not gonna be able to hide this bag of coffee in Wyoming today. The good news is in 2 days we're gonna be back in Wyoming, so we'll have to hide it then.
I just want you guys to know, Sadie has been taking some absolute gems of photos along this day today. We're driving through the heart of Yellowstone right now, and I am just like, I have no words right now. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my whole life. Sorry I have to whisper, because Sadie's still sleeping. She's been sleeping for a good hour and a half now, which has been great because we're banging out some miles too while we're at it.
I've been driving for just about 3 hours now. We have 5 hours left, and I'm feeling very tired. I think I can go a little bit longer, but I'm gonna have to swap with Kaylee soon because it feels like just exhaustion. You know, I think all of these hours of driving are starting to catch up with me. Wow, you guys. Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness. This is incredible. What's on the menu for lunch, sweetie?
Oh, honey, we are having leftovers.
You said that like you're gonna cook up. You're like, oh, honey. And I was like, oh, what are we having?
Because that means I can spend more time looking at this nature scene rather than cooking. Man, I've been thinking a lot over the last couple days just how significantly different it feels traveling through the States than it did 5 or 6 years ago. When Jordan and I first set off for our first ever road trip and whole lifestyle change, career change, I was totally crippled with depression and anxiety at that time. Looking back now, I don't think I realized then how bad it actually was. There were so many days and so many moments that I couldn't even absorb what was going on around me, the sights that I was seeing, the people that I was meeting, the things that we were doing, because my mind was just so full of intrusive thoughts. And there was a moment when Jordan and I first arrived to the West Coast, to California. We had been traveling for maybe 2 months at this point. I told Jord I didn't think I could keep going. And I even called my dad because we didn't really have any money at that point. And I was ready to book a flight out of there. I was ready to book a flight back to Massachusetts and go back to my old life because I was so scared to keep pushing myself past my comfort zone and truly do something that forced me to face myself and overcome my inner demons. I had the flights opened up on my phone. I was literally ready to book them. And right before I booked those flights, I turned to Jord and I thought to myself, if I book these flights right now, there's probably no turning back. That's probably gonna be it for me. And that's when something kind of overcame me. Call it God, call it the universe, call it my higher self. But even though that decision felt really hard in the moment to keep going, I did. And I'm so happy I did. Because now, 5 or 6 years later, I can finally say that when I look around, I feel like I can actually take in what I'm looking at, to the point where just driving through Yellowstone today just filled my heart and my soul to the point of almost tears, because the simplest things now truly, truly bring me so much joy. And there's no way in hell that if I booked those flights that day, that I would be here now. Maybe I would have overcame my depression and anxiety, but I think my life would look a lot different, and I'm so, so happy that it doesn't. Bye, Yellowstone!
We currently have 4 hours and 40 minutes left to go. We're not even halfway there, but just gotta keep going. Right now it says we'll get in at 8:19. With a couple breaks, we'll probably be getting in closer to 10. But the fact that this reunion's happening is just giving me energy right now. Like, we just got to get there. I can't express to you how deep the connection is with who we're going to see today that we've spent too much time away from. It's been too long since we've seen them. I mean, we've traveled with them, we've gone on adventures for months and months together, experienced parts of the world that we'll never experience with anyone else, and I just can't wait. And this reunion is just motivating me to keep going right now, because in all honesty, I'm wiped.
All right, Jordan and I are doing the swap again.
Go get him, cowgirl. Well, how about you put on your hat to drive?
Well, I was hoping it would help with the sun a little bit.
Can you just give a couple of yeehaws while you're driving?
Oh, I'm 100% gonna give some yeehaws. I guess my big question now is, do you think this hat would stick out like a sore thumb down in Panama?
Just vibe with it for a second.
Let me take off.
I'm overtired.
I can tell.
I need to take a nap.
So we just crossed into Idaho. We're actually not going to be stopping here because we're going to be going through Idaho on our way out of Utah up towards the West Coast. So we'll be out of here within the next probably hour and a half.
But this is officially our 21st state. We have officially left the mountains for now, and we are back into farm country. We have been chugging today, you guys. It's been 6 hours in the car so far, and we are getting there. But I think we got to take one last break before this last stretch. I want to let Sadie air it out for a while too. I mean, she's been in this car seat basically all day. What do you think about in 4 minutes, us going to a park?
Yeah.
You want to go to the park?
Yeah.
With the swings?
Yeah.
And the slide?
Yeah.
All right, 4 minutes, all right?
Yeah.
Count them. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
Are you ready for the park?
Yeah.
Can you guys make any sense of this? My phone says it's 4 hours and 12 minutes till we're there. Kaylee's phone says it's 2 hours and 22 minutes till we're there. My only theory is I don't drive this thing over 60 with the trailer, and Kaylee just sends it. I mean, I was just driving with her. I was like white knuckling it, dude.
Honey, you said, you were like, it's all good as long as you're confident.
I mean, the speed limit here is 80, so I know you're driving the speed limit, but it just tells you the difference in driving speeds.
We have officially entered into Utah. What state number is this, honey? 22?
22.
22 states. That is, we're almost halfway there. 2 more states, we're gonna be halfway there. All I can say is we are all very, very tired. I'm honestly shocked Sadie hasn't fallen asleep yet, but she has been crushing today's ride so far. There have been 0 meltdowns, 100% cooperation, just super happy all day. But we're all very tired, while at the same time just like wired with excitement for this reunion we're about to have. We are 4 minutes away. I feel like when we pull up, I'm gonna start crying.
I haven't been this excited in a very long time. This whole thing is just gonna be so special to us. This is a day that we've been waiting for years. You guys ready for this reunion? 3, 2, 1. It's Dean!
Oh my god.
What's up, bro? Thanks for staying awake for us. I appreciate it.
That's Dean!
This is a cool puppet you have. What is this?
So we're pulling into Dean's driveway. This is literally insane right now. The fact that this Airstream is going into this driveway is just mind-blowing right now.
Did we make it?
Like, I can't believe that you actually got this in
me to-
Dean's driveway.
Do you want me-
Woo! I can't believe it. Dude, that was honestly like so scary and nerve-wracking, but we had probably, it felt like a ½ an inch on each side of the Airstream.
So we told everyone that we were driving to Utah to meet up with people who we went on an adventure with, that we collaborated with for a long time. And we didn't say who. So who do you think that these guys think it was?
Well, they're gonna guess Trent and Allie first, but they're cool, but I'm definitely the most fun. all the things we did, Alaska had been the best. Even though you didn't choose to live there and you liked South better, like, Alaska was the best.
Dean's also friends with Trent and Allie and
Yep.
did all their HVAC stuff.
If you watch Trent and Allie, you've probably seen me a lot, and you might be someone that says terrible things about me, like a lot of people.
Do you have any words for all the disappointed people out there that you aren't Trent and Allie?
There might be a surprise later.
It's silly.
Dean, I think you're more excited for the trick-or-treaters than the trick-or-treaters are.
Oh man.
Man, we've experienced so much with that guy. We've done so much with Dean. We spent so much time together. And we traveled together full-time for months. And to see him again just feels so dang good. We just hung out in his house and chatted for a while. It's now 1 a.m., which is way too late. So we're going to bed. But tomorrow, you guys better believe that we're going to go see Trent and Allie up in their house, up in the mountains. So we'll see you guys then.